Hello everyone and welcome back for another week of Piranha Bytes for your weekly comic book update. If it's your first time here, what we do is generally go through the issue 1s of the week plus any other significant ones I can think of. You know, issue 2s, end of series, stuff like that. Also any new graphic novels I have in, because why not? Starting off strong from Marvel, Ant-Man #1. This is going to cover all of the different Ant-Men, so my personal favourite, the Irredeemable Ant-Man's going to be in here at some point, and I'm so excited for that. The Amazing Spider-Man #6/900. Big anniversary issue, yeah, big square-bound boy. Few different creators here at play. It's not John Romita Jr. on the main art, which, no comment. Gambit #1, everyone's favourite, Funky Mutant's back. Not you, Channing Tatum. Not you. This is going to be a 5-issue limited series, so if you're a fan of Chris Claremont's original X-Men stuff and or Gambit, give us a shout. We keep going for the retro this week. Genis-Vell, Captain Marvel #1. Genis-Vell is the son of the original Captain Marvel. I'm not sure if he ever took the Captain Marvel name officially at any point, but I guess he has now. Again, another 5-issue limited series. Marvel seem to be going a bit nuts for these at the minute. It's been cool to see them highlight lesser known, lesser used characters in them. Strange #4. There's no particular significance to this issue except Shadow Knight is back and all my homies hate Shadow Knight. The Variants #2. No, I don't think Jess is cheating on Luke. This has to be a variant. Issue 1 of this really surprised me in quality. I mean, it's Gail Simone, so it's never going to be bad. Also, Phil Noto on the art, again, it's never going to be bad. I was really impressed by the whole thing together. Another 5-issue limited series, so definitely worth your time. Moving on to DC, Batman One Dark Knight #3. Finally. Finally. The demand for issues 1 and 2 was absolutely overwhelming, and the fact that we now have #3 means that a lot of people are going to be very happy. Superman Space Age #1. This is set around the time of Crisis on Infinite Earths, where Superman decides to take a different approach to saving the world. This is a killer creative team, man. Mark Russell writing and Mike Allred on the art. Come on. I mean, honestly, what more could you ask for? Look at this beautiful retro goodness. There'll be 3 issues of this, so if you are a Superman fan in any way, shape or form, get on this immediately. Young Justice Targets #1. So this ties into the Young Justice animated show, as opposed to anything from the comics. I remember Young Justice being decent when I was first watching it, but that was quite a long time ago. So I guess let me know in the comments if it's gone downhill. I've heard good things about this issue 1, and again, I think it's only going to be a limited series. Moving on to Image. The Hollows one-shot. Sam Keith is back doing art. We do like a little bit of moody Sam Keith stuff every now and then, so it's cool to see him do something again. I mean, he's actually pulled it out of the box for this. This looks incredible. This looks awesome. And it's only a one-shot, so one and done. No reason not to pick it up, really. The Magic Order 3 #1. This is literally being written to tie into the Netflix show that's coming up, because in the solicitation they've already said, oh look, he's already been cast. This introduces you to the Asian chapter of the Magic Order, so you get a unique perspective from it. Chip Darsky's Public Domain #2. The first issue of this was the best #1 I've read in months. It was so cool the way he took this real world issue, applied it to the thing that's the issue in the first place, and made it into this incredible narrative. I'm basically a fan of everything Chip Darsky does at this point. I think every comic he has coming out is on my sub-list at this point. So, yeah, this is definitely worth all of your time and more. Seven Sons Part 2, The Second Coming of Christ continues. I love the idea behind this book, and from what I've heard about the first issue, it's on the right track. We have parts 1 and 2 in store now, so if you're a Jay Lee fan, or if you're just a fan of good stories, give us a shout. Sins of the Black Flamingo #2. I still have plenty of #1 if anybody wanted to jump onto this. I mean, again, it just looks like Technicolor fun, doesn't it? Not every comic has to be high art, once again, Jonathan Hickman. From Titan, Bloodborne, The Lady of the Lanterns #1. The Bloodborne comics have a surprisingly large cult following, and I can't blame them, man. The interiors honestly look cool as hell. I'm not a big fan of the Dark Souls games, but Bloodborne was one that captured my attention a bit more, so I will be giving this a read, just like I've read the rest of them. And last but not least, from Vault Publishing, Fox and Hare #2. Yeah, it's been a little while since #1. These guys are still worth it, right? Onto graphic novels, and from Boom Studios, House of Slaughter Volume 1, finally have it back in stock. If you've been enjoying Something's Killing the Children, I cannot recommend this tie-in enough. I really enjoyed it. A couple of brand spankers new things from Image. Bolero trade paperback. Actually been kind of interested to read this, so it's nice to have it on the shelf. Ghost Cage, I would have thought it was just a standalone, but it says 1 on the spine, so I guess it's Ghost Cage Volume 1. If you're a fan of East of West, you know who Nick Dragotta is. A firm favourite of our Watford employees. This one is definitely worth it. And for all you Spawn fans out there, Gunslinger Spawn Volume 1. This is the one out of the Spawn relaunches that I was actually interested in. I love Brett Booth as an artist. I think he's really great at what he does. I think he's one of the few left over from the 90s that's still really great at what he does. If you're a fan of Spawn, or even just a fan of Todd McFarlane's Venom, this is definitely one that should be on your must-read pile. So that is all from me this week. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please like and subscribe. Lets us know that we should just keep on rolling with this. I will see you again next week for more brand new comics.
Piranha, white, Piranha, Piranha, white, Piranha, 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 Piranha.